Q&A session, okay? So every week on Thursday, we're going to have a Q&A session. That's where you can say, you can ask me whatever you want to ask me. You can ask me about business. You can ask me about work-life balance. You can ask me about SEO. You can ask me about whatever the heck you want to ask me about. This is your time. Do it. Let me go ahead and put our stuff here. If you are watching on the YouTubes, what you're going to want to do is click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified whenever new videos come on. If you are watching somewhere else, what you're going to want to do is after this video, if you like what you are hearing, go over to YouTube, search my first and last name, click on the subscribe button and then the bell so you get notified whenever new videos come on. Because, hang on. Sit tight. There it is. Every single week, we're going to pick one person that comments on the videos, see if they're subscribed, and give them something. How about that? You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything at all aside from comment on the YouTube video, not anywhere else. Comment on a YouTube video and be subscribed to YouTube, and that's all she wrote. And then you're ready to win something. We have picked 2 winners so far to do this, and now we are moving toward the 3rd winner next Monday, okay? So make sure that you're subscribed and that you're commenting on the videos there, okay? Now, let me do this. Right there. Ask your questions. We are coming at you live from Miami. We have the ocean over here. It's beautiful, amazing, you guys. It's just, I mean, who doesn't love the ocean? Period. Who doesn't love it? It's amazing. So yeah, we are coming at you live from Miami. This week is going to be amazing. If you are not yet in HBR, because we are in Miami and because of the things that we have coming down the pipeline, which are earth-shattering, amazing, okay? Nobody knows about it. But the things that are coming down the pipeline for my HBR people, you have to be an HBR first. First of all, if you don't know what HBR is, Home-Based Revolution is what it stands for. It is how you can, if you're working a job that you hate, it's how you can quit your job and start doing what you want to do from home. So if you already have an idea of what you want to do from home, that's awesome. But also, if you don't have an idea of what you want to do from home, I teach you every single thing that I've done in order to be successful, and it works in every market, okay? And you're never selling or being weird. It's always in service to your people. We have changed the game completely, okay? So welcome to a new world where you do not have to be salesy and sleazy and weird to be able to build a business from home, okay? That's what I'm teaching you how to do. I have grown a 7-figure-a-month business, you guys, and beyond. Our trajectory is this, okay? So that is what I have grown. I have done it. I'm not somebody sitting here in front of you saying, here's how you do da-da-da-da-da, and they're really just regurgitating somebody else's information. I have done it. I am one of the few that have gotten to where I've gotten to in business. One of the few, but definitely the only one who has done it the way that I have done it. We are moving and shaking the entire world, you guys. Nobody has seen anything like this. Even at the conference that I'm at right now, I tell them how I do what I do, and I get deer in headlights. And these are multimillionaires, deer in headlights. Like, come on. This is it. And if you're ready to do this, then do it. What you're going to do is you're going to message, and then I'm going to answer questions here real quick. You're going to message my business page, Livin the Dream with Martha. Don't message it case study, message it the word Miami, okay? And you're going to get half off. It's already inexpensive. You'll get half off of that. You can start moving, and then whenever I announce the other thing that's coming along, you'll be able to get in on that, okay? You want this. This has been made simple for you, okay? Period. Let me go ahead and get this out of here. Now, what questions? Let me lean forward here, you guys. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, James and Carrie and Martina and Britt and Graham. Morning, all you peoples. Oh, Christiana just hopped into Diamond Lane. If you guys don't know what Diamond Lane is, you guys, it's where I do group coaching twice a week, and then I show up the other 3 days. Like, it's 5 days a week I do coaching in there. That's just an extra level of coaching that is not seen anywhere else on the planet, you guys. It's just, and it's super inexpensive. Oh, also, my new site is supposed to be launching today. I'm not even home, okay? My new site is supposed to be launching today, so I'm just saying that's going to happen also. All right. Nicole, you look like you're ready to go to the beach. Heck yes, I am. All right. Mary, good morning. I'm an HBR. I've been feeling really stuck lately, like I'm going to run out of things to blog about. I have no idea what my courses should be. Do me a favor. You shouldn't be there. Do me a favor. We have an email. Ask for the email. If you don't know what the email is, go into the student group and ask what the email is. We have a support system. You don't need to ask here on a live video. Ask me and my team on the email. Okay, that's where we go into your stuff and we help you work it out. Okay, go into that email. And if you don't know the email, it's in like a pinned post. But also, if you don't know what it is, feel free to just ask, and we'll give you the email address, and then just email us that question. We'll have a back and forth about what you're trying to do and get you clear. That's what we do there. Okay, just a heads up. Kayla, hey, Jenny, good morning. Natasha, I was just about to go to bed. Now I want to listen to you. That's funny. Tandy, what should I do to start my own YouTube channel? Start your own YouTube channel. We tend to, I think it's a human thing. We tend to make things way more difficult than they need to be. If you want to start a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. Now, make sure that you know who you're going to be talking to and what your content is going to be about. And if you have things that you're already, income streams already set up, make sure that you're geared toward those income streams. And so you're not just randomly, spouting off about different stuff, right? We want to make sure that there's a system there, but that's what HBR is. So I imagine you're not an HBR if you're asking this question, but that's first of all, HBR, okay? That's going to give you the whole content strategy that works together to be able to build out your income streams, just in case people are like, what do I do? That's what that is. But aside from that, if you're just looking for permission, start your YouTube channel. Just start it. You can't move a boat. You can't direct a boat. You can't steer a boat that isn't moving, okay? Does that make sense? You got to move and do something, and then you bob and weave, okay? Carrie, my mind was blown by listening to goal setting section of Bridge to HBR. I like having the freedom to be able to complete all of the things as my day allows. That is, the goal setting session was amazing. That was this last Monday, just for you guys that don't know. Sonia, love Miami. Me too. Becky, question. I've created a lead group and it's growing, but I don't have any classes or such yet to offer. I'm in HBR just behind. How would I introduce classes or challenges without being weirdo salesy freak and turning members away? Becky, if you're in HBR, I'm just going to reiterate, email us and we can get specific on your stuff. What's really difficult here, you guys, on questions because with HBR, I want to get specific on your business. I'm not going to give you generalized answers. I want to get specific for your stuff. And so I'm not going to answer any more HBR questions here, just so you guys know, because you guys should be emailing us. Or you guys should be coming onto the calls and asking the questions there. But if you can't, because the calls are, there's thousands of people in there, make sure that you email us. We answer those all the time. My team answers them. I answer them if my team can't answer. You guys, that's what you should be doing, because I can't go into specifics in a 20-minute live right now. I can't say, okay, so what about this, and what about this, and what about this, and then drill down, but I can in an email. So make sure that you guys are doing that. All that this shows me is that you're not utilizing the support mechanisms within HBR, which is what sets it apart from everything else on the planet. Maybe you just assume that there isn't that support there because it isn't with anything else, but it is there, and absolutely use it. This is not a thing that you buy and then I walk away from you. Email us, okay? Make sure that you do that. Faith, good morning. Let me see. I have a question and don't know where else to ask. I'm in the bridge to HBR and I have been to 2 of the Zooms so far. Is there more to that? I have not found anything else. Plug me in. Nope, there's not more. It's the bridge to HBR is exactly that. It's the bridge to HBR, okay? So it's for people that aren't ready to fully jump into HBR. It doesn't have a student group. It doesn't have anything like that. It is 7 power-packed sessions where you learn and you implement. So they're essentially 7 workshops where you learn and implement how to create that first income stream, so then you can move on to HBR whenever you're ready, if that's what you want to do. Most people just jump into HBR, but if you're doing bridge to HBR, there's no student group or anything like that. Student group is in regular HBR. All of those extra calls and support and all of that is regular HBR. Bridge to HBR is limited to just the Zoom calls, okay? But you do retain the Zoom calls. They're in your learning center. You can continue watching them. We've done 2 so far. The 3rd one is next week. Where are we at on time? Martina, HBR has given me the confidence to show up in service and chase after my dreams. Oh, I love that. Brian, oh my word. Brian, you always have the best questions. You guys, if you're not following Brian Arnold, make sure that you do that. This man was maybe the best interview I have ever had, ever. This man asked the best questions. Brian Arnold, question, where is the place you've seen where new business owners get stuck every time? Looking at other people's papers. They see other people, here, let me say this. They perceive other people's success, and when I say perceive, we don't know that that success is real or not, okay? You don't know what their books look like, okay? But they see other people's success, and then they say, they try to mock or relive that success that this other person had. And then they realize quickly that it doesn't work for them quite the same way, okay? And that's why in HBR I teach a way that works for everybody, because what it's doing is it's pulling you out. It's pulling the essence and everything that's awesome about you and what you love. It pulls that out, and then let's create income streams around that. And that's the beauty of HBR. I mean, that is what nobody else is doing. But what I normally see, and it even happens sometimes with people in HBR because they're so used to everything else. They're so used to, trying to replicate somebody else's business that they just haven't gotten over it, and that's a mindset thing. They work through it, and then they eventually succeed is how it goes. But what I see is that people, they try to work out somebody else's business plan that looks successful, may not even be, let's reiterate, let's make sure that's super clear, may not actually even be successful, just looks successful. And then they get stuck and they get paralyzed because it doesn't work for them. Well, here's the truth. It shouldn't work for them because it ain't their thing, okay? Like, I'm not going to try to, build Virgin Airlines. It ain't my thing. I don't know a thing about planes, and I don't care. I'm not gonna try to build that thing because I don't give a rip. But I could say, oh, that looks really successful. I'm gonna try to do that. Why would I do that? It's such insanity. Why not instead do the thing that I'm here to do, that sets me on fire, that makes me inspired every single day? That's the biggest thing. That's such a good question, Brian. Okie dokie. Good morning, you guys. Oh, man. This is a good question. Christiana, what has been the best part of your year so far? That is such a good question. The best part of my year so far, there's an obvious thing that I'm going to say right now. So I'll get the obvious out of the way, and then I'll say something that's not as obvious. The obvious thing that like my mind immediately goes to is the success stories from HBR. Is people bringing their husbands home from work. People starting to live the lives that they've dreamed of and believing that it's possible for them and seeing what that actually looks like. And so in the end, what that means is that people are breaking free from this old narrative that made them feel like they just had to work 40 hours a week and they can't make more money and all of that stuff. And so just the fact that that's happening it's proof in the pudding that it's just going to do one of these. And what I'm excited about is when we have tens of thousands of people that are doing the same thing and where we really shift this entire world. So that's my favorite thing. That's obvious, though. You kind of probably knew I was going to say that because I talk about it all the time. The next thing that has been like the best thing so far this year, I think it's having more of my family down in Florida. So my mom lives down there now, and my sister comes down often, and just having family around me more, that's actually something that whenever I was working, like corporate jobs, stuff like that, life was happening and I was just too busy. And now I get to experience a really cool life with my family as well. And that's probably it. That's probably it so far this year. Amanda, what's the URL for your new site? Same as the old site. It's with Martha, withmartha.com. I don't think that it's launched yet. Nobody's told me anyway. You guys let me know whenever it launches. I'm going to be out doing stuff. LHBR is also complete mindset shift. Yes. Email for Diamond Lane or HBR? Email is in HBR, not Diamond Lane. Chris, I'm a newbie. What's your website? Withmartha.com. You'll see the new one. You'll know it's the new one when you see it's purple at the top. There's a yellow thing and purple. If it's white, it's the old site. Rachel, I need to finish that goal setting one. Yep. Denise, do we need bridge to HBR if we are in HBR? No. Well, you get it, though. You get it for free. It automatically comes with your stuff because I'm not here to rip anybody off. I'm not here to make people pay for things they don't need to pay for. Bridge to HBR is naturally already free for you. It's in the Learning Center. And the first two modules are in the Learning Center along with HBR, okay? Another thing that I want to let you guys know is that if you join Bridge to HBR, the money that you spend on Bridge to HBR actually goes toward HBR whenever you buy it. So again, just like people that are in HBR already have access to Bridge to HBR now and don't have to pay anything extra for it, you don't really pay anything extra for HBR because Bridge to HBR goes into it, okay? It gets taken off of the total of HBR because I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to fleece you. I'm here to help you. And if you need to jump into Bridge to HBR first, so be it. So be it. But that's it. It then works toward. I just had somebody today that was in Bridge to HBR jump into HBR. Rachel, loving how you're changing up your clothing, looking good. Ah, shucks. Thank you. Melanie, is Go for Gold only YL or does it help with other MLMs? I'm in HBR. You can use it for other MLMs. What we're doing is we're creating one that's going to be for any MLM. It's essentially the same thing. So you could still get Go for Gold and it'd still be fine. It's just got a lot of verbiage from YL. But because I'm no longer just with because I'm no longer in YL, I'm not in any network marketing. I can't be. I'm going to make it available for any network marketing so they can all understand how to be able to work this strategy. So, but you could do Go for Gold and still understand how it works for anything. So, Melody, has your book been released yet? If so, where do we order? Melody, you can order right now. Let me get you the graphic here. It is not. It is going to be printed in August. It hits bookshelves like Barnes & Noble and all of that. It hits bookshelves in September. But right now, if you get it on pre-sale, you actually get 7 months of group coaching. So you get a ton of group coaching up until the book is actually released. And the reason why I give that to you for free, just for the cost of the book, is because if you're buying it on pre-sale, I appreciate that, right? I appreciate that. It's only a $25 book, but I appreciate you buying it on pre-sale, so I'm going to do something for you. And I'm going to give you some group coaching that nobody else gets, okay? And that's only for this book. So if you don't have the book yet, it's the Home-Based Revolution. It's going to be talking about what I've done. It's going to be talking about creating multiple income streams from home in 5 to 10 hours a week, you guys. It's going to be talking about stories, my own stories, and then also other people's stories that are going through HBR. This book is lit. And we're already working on the next book too. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's going to be good. It's going to be so good. So good. All right, where are we at? Oh man, we're over 20 minutes. All right, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.